let's get rolling. Today, we've got 30 reps in 3 minutes with 30 seconds rest in between. So the first pair of exercises are going to be a reverse lunge and a plank row. Reverse lunge, of course, we're just stepping backwards, tapping your knee to the ground. With these kinds of circuits, this 30 reps in 3 minutes, the clock will be running. You can split things up however you choose, right? So you could do all 30 lunges and then all 30 plank rows. I don't recommend it, but you can. So a reverse lunge, we're just stepping backwards, taking your knee either to the ground or as close to the ground as you can. If you're holding weight, you can really hold it anywhere. You can hold it up, you can hold the weight down on the side that is stepping back, your choice there. So there's a lot of flexibility in this one. So reverse lunge, again, you're gonna total 30, so you can do 3 sets of 10, or whatever you want. But then the plank row is gonna be a push-up position. You might elevate your hands if you have that option. You could even do this with your hands on the couch, like on the front of the couch, the seat part. But elevate a hand just so you have a little bit more room so your arm can go straight. And then you're rowing up like this, pulling the weight off the floor, trying to keep everything square rather than turned off to the side. So you'll do 10 on, or whatever, however you choose to split it up, but it's 30 each side there. All right, so that's the first pair. Second, if you don't have a weight, the plank row can just become, just pretend, right? So even if you don't have a weight, you're still doing a plank with 3 points of support, which is beneficial too. Squat jump and shoulder press. So squat jump is just squatting down and then jumping up so your feet leave the ground, whatever level you're comfortable with there. We'll do 30 of those. Split up however you want. Shoulder press, you can just do it standing, and that would just be pressing the weight up over your head. Nothing new there. I'm just trying to think of a variation that you could do without weight there. So Mark, I think if you can, like if you're lying on your belly, just taking your thumbs and raising your thumbs up to the ceiling. So kind of like a raise, so you'd be like this, and then taking arms up like that, kind of up in the letter Y. That can replace the shoulder press if you don't have a weight. And then the last pair is an alternating side plank. So you'll be on your elbow on one side, then you're gonna roll over to the other side. And I can show that more when we get there. And they're gonna pair that with push-ups. So whatever variation of push-ups you need for 30 reps. Okay, so pretty simple, lots of flexibility. All you gotta be able to do is count to 30 or 10. If you're only doing sets of 10, you just have to count to 10. So with that, let's go ahead and get rolling. If you're just starting rolling, we'll go ahead and give your calves a few passes and the back of your legs, so your hamstrings, just give it a little roll. Think about not only going forward and backward, but also shifting side to side. So as I'm rolling, I'm kind of shifting side to side. By the way, if you don't have a roller for this, you can do it just with your hands. You can do it manually, just kind of like you're kneading dough, just getting everything loosened up, ready to go. Work your way into your hips. I'm just going to give everything a quick once over here. All right, so if you haven't already, let's take care of the front of your shins also. So we're going to roll the front of your shins, the outside part. And we'll switch sides. Working the roller up to the front of your thighs. Make sure we're turning a little bit side to side. So you're still going to be on the front, but you're going to be getting different parts of the front. All right, lay down on your side. Bringing that knee up. So prop your knee up on the roller. And then you're rolling the inside of your thigh. You'll leave your body weight mostly on the ground here. And moving the roller closer to your midline as you go along. The higher you bring your knee, the more of a roll you'll feel as you get closer to your midline. And switch sides. And good. Let's put your spine along the roller. So you're going to sit on top of it. Let the roller go along your spine. And then you rest your head on the top part. Again, if you don't have a roller, you can do this on the ground just as well, but this will give you a little extra flexibility or a little bit bigger chest stretch. So we're balanced up on top of the roller. Just kind of taking your hands up above you. Keeping those arms straight. And going down by your side. So we're just kind of going through a big range of motion here, big stretch. Kind of letting your chest open up. Check in, make sure your lower back isn't arching up off the roller. So we want a little bit of contact there. And now let's go into a floor slide. So we're reaching up into the letter Y. Then sliding your elbows down, trying to keep your forearms parallel to the floor. So we don't want this where your elbows are close and your hands are farther away from the floor. We just want try to keep your elbows and your hands the same distance away from the floor. And we're sliding up into the letter Y, down into the letter W. And good. If you're on the roller, go ahead and head to the floor. We're going to bring one knee in towards your chest. We're just going to push up and hold with one heel. So I'm pushing my heel down through the floor, working with my cheek. Check in. You shouldn't be doing a crunch with your lower back, so you shouldn't feel this as tension in your low back. If you do, try to squeeze your thigh a little bit more, bring your thigh closer to your chest. So we take that crunch or the arch out of your low back. 5 more seconds. And switch sides. We're just putting the other heel down on the floor. Bringing your other thigh in close to your chest. So we're just holding here. Should start getting tired in your cheek. And relax. All right, let's roll over to a push-up position. So with this one, you're going to stack one foot on top of the other. All right, so we're going to push forward so it flexes your toes. So you should feel a stretch under your big toe here. Really trying to spread your toes out. Now let's drop your heel back and we'll push your hips up and drop your heel down. Okay, so it's kind of like rocking forward, really flexing your toes, back to a normal push-up position, and then hips up towards the sky. We'll get that stretch down the back of your leg. So we're stretching toes, calf stretch, hamstring stretch. Let's cycle through one more time. Shifting forward, really crunching those toes. calf stretch by pushing your heel back and pushing your hips up into a hamstring stretch. All right, good. Let's repeat the process on the other side. So we rock forward, shifting back, dropping your heel down, and then pushing your hips up towards the ceiling. Rocking forward. Press your heel back. Hips up towards the ceiling. 2 more. Rocking forward. Heel back. Hips up. And last time, really try to spread those toes. Heel back. Hips up. All right, let's come on up to standing here. We're gonna go feet wide, just alternating lateral lunges here. We're using this as our groin stretch today too. So we're just working side to side. We'll go for about 30 seconds. Working yourself lower and lower as you go. Getting legs warmed up. And opening up your hips at the same time. And relax. Okay, so we've got 3 pairs of exercises. We're gonna go through them twice. We'll be working on each pair for 3 minutes, and you're going for 30 reps. I don't know, you might get there, you might not. I actually don't know, but we'll see how you do. If you do get to the 30 reps and you feel like you wanna keep going, go ahead and keep going. If you're good with getting to 30 reps, don't forget we are gonna go through it twice, so don't overdo it on the first round, okay? All right, so we'll get started. The first pair is a reverse lunge, and it's paired with a plank row. So push-up position, and then you're rowing the weight up. If you don't have a weight, you can pretend to hold a weight, okay? All right, let's get started in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse lunges. Here we go. You can alternate these. You can do the same side. However you choose to split it up, try to end up with about the same number of each exercise. All right, so don't do all 30 lunges and then try to complete all 30 rows, because it probably won't work out. We're 1 minute in. One minute to go. the wider your feet go on the row, the more stable you're going to be able to, the more level you're going to be able to keep your hips. So think about that, feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. 20 seconds left. Five seconds. 2, 1, and rest. We're going to rest for 30 seconds. So we've got a squat jump and shoulder press next. These will go a little bit quicker because squat jumps are only one-sided. That one's probably the slowest one because each exercise you have to do on both sides. All right. Getting ready with a squat jump in 2, 1. Here we go. You can do that standing or that shoulder press in whatever position you want, whether it's standing or half kneeling. One minute in here. One minute left. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds left. And relax. All right, 30 seconds to rest. We're into our third pair. Okay, alternating side plank, which kind of eats up a lot of time, and push-ups. So we're basically going to be in that plank position this whole time. You can go with straight arms on the alternating side plank, so just roll to one side and roll to the other. Then you can go right into your push-ups. All right, off we go. 30 of each. On the side plank, try to get your shoulders stacked all the way up. One minute down, 2 to go. For the push-ups, do whatever variation works for you. Could be knees, could be hands elevated in some way. Could be with a band over your shoulders, make them more challenging. One minute to go. On the side plank, you're just letting the balls of your feet rotate on the ground, roll over in the same spot. So you kind of keep balls of your feet glued to the ground. Making sure you get your hips stacked up on top of each other. Your pockets should line up vertically. 20 seconds left. Five seconds. 2, 1, and relax. 30 seconds of rest. We'll go right back up to the top for our second and final round. So we got reverse lunges and plank rows. Spending a lot of time on our hands and shoulders today. So don't be shocked if you're tired or sore there. Okay, ready? And here we go. Reverse lunges. And what was it? Oh my God. Workout brain. Plank rows, yeah, sorry. One minute down, 2 to go. Minute and a half left. 1 minute to go. Twenty seconds. Two, one, and rest. Could have used 6 minutes for that. All right, next pair. Got 2 pairs to go here. Squat jump and shoulder press. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. One minute down, 2 to go. Remember, you can split this up however you want. So if you feel like you're getting too tired to do it with good form, just break it down into smaller reps. So I started doing 5 and 5 on the shoulder presses. Just do 2 of those. One minute to go. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, 25 seconds left to rest. Working into our last pair. Last time we'll do it for the day. Got alternating side plank with push-ups. Remember, the side plank you can either do with straight arms or on your elbows. I just find it easier to transition with straight arms. All right, 3 seconds, 2, 1, Off you go. One minute down, 2 minutes of work left for the day. Last minute, 1 minute to go. Remember, we're breaking these up however you need to. Try to end up with about the same number of each exercise. Thirty seconds left. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, you can either stand or stay seated. Lie down on your back. Boy, Tuesdays are supposed to be a lighter day. Sorry about that. That was tough. I don't know, maybe we could have added an additional minute there, but I didn't, or fewer reps, but I didn't finish one of those. But that's all right. It's not always the goal. Like I said at the beginning, it's not always the goal to finish, just as long as we're working for the 3 minutes. All right, so we're just staying seated or standing, whatever position you're in. Whatever position it is, stay tall. Trying to find that heart rate wherever you feel it. Maybe you feel it in your chest. Maybe you feel it in your throat or your forehead, depending on how high your heart rate is. We're just trying to find that heart rate, bring our breath down, get ourselves closer to that reset button, going from work mode to recovery mode. So whatever position you're in, we'll take 5 more deep breaths. Trying to fill your entire torso with air from the bottom to the top. And that's all. Okay. Great job this morning, guys. Good to see you. Great group this morning. And ooh, Steve, you had a new house? That looks nice.
What's that?
Are you at a new house? That's nice. It's not your
No,
usual spot.
No, it's my my sunroom. I'm remodeling it, and I actually have carpet down finally. So
Hey, all right. Good deal. All right, guys. Have an excellent day. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, Brian.